Hey guys, crypto episode 73. Got a bit of a cold, so you have to excuse the voice. So portfolio's been terrible this week. All of last week's gain has gone, about 7,000 down. Most of that, spread sort of everywhere really. A bit of a rough week for crypto and the miners. So Hive's down a little bit. Argo's down about 1,000. Pan American and Freeport both down. So yeah, this lot is down about 2,500. Not putting all that much focus on these just at the moment. Sort of main focus is on the crypto side at the moment for the next month or two. But yeah, the ISA is also down about £1,500. That is sort of kind of spread around a little bit. The ARCPI's dropped a little, which is fine. Back to 20% down. Ready for me to hopefully put some into that next year. REITs have been a little bit all over the place. Argo, as I say, down a reasonable amount. Bitcoin ETP down 6%. Digital Realty actually having a good week, good month even. So stemmed a little bit of the loss. First Majestic down. Silver not doing too well. What else we got? Realty Income, 2.5% down. So they merged with the other company, Verit, and have spun off the office side of both of them. So a little bit complicated. And so we got a sort of dividend or a free share of Orion REIT. Or I got 4.1 because I had 41 Realty Income shares. So I just sold those off and bought another Realty Income share. Didn't really want the offices, didn't sort of really like that Realty had offices at all, so quite happy to get rid of that and just have sort of the combined new Realty Income without the offices. So that was fair enough. Stag pretty flat. Sylvania down 7%. Metal's not doing too well. Tritax is actually up a couple of percent, so that's not too bad. And Vici pretty flat. And the invest account down, 4,000. I have actually sold out of HP. I mentioned that I was sort of thinking of selling out of that and sort of moving it elsewhere. I've actually withdrawn it and sort of put that into the sort of a new crypto investment, which may talk about tomorrow. Didn't really want to hold HP too much longer, so it's about 2,500 down on this. That is Airtel Africa dropping back a little bit, but can't moan at that after the run up that's had. Mostly come from the Chinese tech. So Alibaba released what the market saw as pretty poor results. I didn't think it was that bad, really. Sort of fairly flat to growing revenue, sort of growing over the last year, maybe a little bit flat over the quarter. But earnings down. We sort of knew this would be down, partly regulations that the government have put in over the last sort of few months, and then also they're reinvesting a large amount back into sort of new projects. That was part of the what people were calling a fine. It wasn't really a fine. They don't just give it to the government. It was sort of forced investment, essentially, into sort of new projects. So, the money may be sort of lost for now, but it could sort of build towards more more customers in the future. So, yeah, I didn't really think it's a one-time, maybe not a one-time issue. The payments are going to go on for sort of a few years, but yeah, as far as sort of one-time earnings being terrible, yeah, I didn't really see it as that bad. So, growing revenue, still good value. If it stays anywhere near here, then I shall be adding fairly big, I would have thought, with the crypto money. Alphabet was flat. Apple up 7%, so I haven't put much into this so far. Small position, but doing fairly well. See, this seems to be based on rumours of a car, which seems a little bit crazy. It's sort of maybe coming out in 2025, and don't even know anything about it. So, yeah, not too sure about Apple. Don't think I'll be adding all that much here. Archer Daniels was flat. ASOS down a bit. That's been sort of all over the place recently. Would like to sort of add a little bit more here. Baidu pretty much following Alibaba. Not quite as much, but yeah, looking reasonably good at here. Not growing quite as much, but they've got some sort of very interesting projects, sort of autonomous driving, which is arguably ahead of Tesla at the moment, and China sort of being a very large, or the largest electric vehicle economy. So Baidu technology could be good there. And yeah, a number of other things, sort of cloud investment and their video stuff. So quite like Baidu. Small cap really compared to the others, sort of $50 billion compared to sort of, 400 billion Alibaba. What else we got? Bristol Myers down a little bit. Probably be adding to them shortly. Next couple of months. Caterpillar down a little bit, but that's only a small position. FedEx down a little bit. That's still not happy at the moment. Glencore pretty flat. Himax back down to $10. So haven't added to this yet, but looking forward to. Intel pretty flat. International paper down a little. ETFs have not moved too much. Emerging markets down, obviously, because of China. Global energy down a little. Yeah, I don't think much else of this has moved particularly. Micron had a little rise. Haven't put any more into this yet, so was kind of hoping that was going to stay where it was, but we'll see. Might come down again. Nintendo up 4%, so again, haven't added yet, still 17% down. Hoping for that to stay low. Porsche 3% down, so that's not too bad. Still no news on Herbert Diess getting sacked. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen, which is good. Process up 3%. Not too bad. Still sort of, yeah, it's up from the recent sort of lows of 71. Do you want to add? Raytheon 3.8% down. Not too bad. It's been having a good month. Renault again sort of has been doing quite well, but down this week. Rio Tinto still at lows. Shell down a little bit. Oil taking a bit of a hit. Samsung pretty flat. Sega starting to go up. I don't think I'll be adding to that. Seneca Foods, not very good earnings from what I saw, but seems very cheap overall. Wasn't expecting sort of particularly good earnings. People sort of it's comparing earnings to last year, I guess, where people were sort of piling in tinned food, waiting for the apocalypse. So, yeah, pretty happy with them sort of going forward. It's only a small little position. Probably add to that. Siemens up 4%, pretty good week. Sony, pretty flat. Stellantis down 4%. Would like to sort of probably add to these, even though it is up sort of 13%. But seems a good price. They apparently overtook VW in Europe sales, so that's pretty good for sort of a third of the market cap. TSMC up slightly. Taylor Wimpey pretty flat. Tesla seems to be coming back from after the sells. I didn't think the sells were done yet from Elon Musk, so see how this does. But yeah, wouldn't be adding anything here particularly. Turtle Beach had a pretty rough week. I haven't seen what that's about actually. I'll have to see if there's any news. Tyson is flat. Vale continues to be battered, which is pretty good because it's only sort of £700 position, or was £1,000, but would like to, as I say, bump this up to sort of Rio Tinto levels really. Vanek Gaming flat. Beatrice down a little bit. They do have a lot of debt, and sort of after this merger there's a lot of issues to go through, I expect, so wasn't expecting a huge amount right away from this. Still in two minds about how long I want to hold it, so we'll see. And yeah, as I say, Volkswagen sort of pretty much with Porsche down on the week. Very happy to add here if we get some cash soon. So hoping it stays where it is. Potential for them to be sort of getting close. Probably not. They're not going to get to it, but they're going to be getting close to sort of Tesla electric vehicle numbers over the next year. Obviously, Tesla have got their new factories opening, so they probably will maintain their fair lead, but yeah, Volkswagen is sort of a fairly close number two. Pretty good, considering sort of Rivian, they got overtaken by Rivian in market cap with no revenue at all. So, yeah, pretty happy with Volkswagen. As I say, could either invest in Volkswagen or Porsche. I haven't decided yet. Both sort of basically the same stock. So, yeah, that's the portfolio for the week. A rough week, and I'm feeling rough, so good all round. So leave your thoughts in comments below, and like and subscribe. See you soon.